Welcome to Universe Live. It's Wednesday, September 28th, and here are the top stories you need to know for today. Florida's government is urging Floridians to evacuate as Hurricane Ian gets closer to the state's west coast.
You cannot send first responders into harm's way because you decided not to leave.
The hurricane is expected to be a Category 4 or 5 storm and will likely touch down this afternoon. The interim dean of the McKay School of Education encouraged students to place their strength in the Lord at the devotional yesterday.
The process of coming to know the Savior is a lifetime pursuit, and as we come to know Him, we will have increased capacity to trust Him.
Kendra Hall Kenyon shared multiple experiences she has had finding strength in the Lord even during trials in her life. Utah Highway Patrol is asking drivers to be careful on the freeway after releasing a video of reckless driving on I-15. This truck cut across multiple lanes of I-15. Nobody was injured, but the incident affected at least 10 other drivers. 3 BYU students will compete on NBC's Capital One College Bowl trivia game on Friday night. The students will compete in the quarterfinal round for a trophy and scholarships. You can watch the competition Friday at 7 p.m. on NBC. Snapchat and Instagram had better watch out. There's a new photo sharing app in town. Abby Gunderson has more on the latest social media trend and why it's been gaining traction recently.
BeReal is quickly finding its spot among the most popular social platforms. Even TikTok is trying to pilot its own version of the anti-fake social media app. But is BeReal really real? I went to BYU campus to find out what students think about the app.
BeReal started in 2020 but has gained popularity this year. The app sends a notification once a day, and users have 2 minutes to snap a picture of whatever they're doing and post it. The idea is to be real on social media instead of showing just the best parts of life.
On BeReal, it's like you take it once and people don't care as much, like if they're out with people or if they look really good in the photos.
TikTok recently released their own version, TikTok Now. While social media is usually focused on followers, likes, and engagement, BeReal is moving away from that model.
Like there's no way for people to gain clout. Like there's no profile based or there's no likes.
A BYU-based study from 2021 on the link between media and mental health found positive, authentic social media use can actually have a positive effect on users.
I think the goal of BeReal is definitely really admirable and getting rid of a lot of insecurities that surround it, and I think to an extent it definitely does that.
Harrison Moford says posting on social media feels unnatural. For him, BeReal goes back to the original purpose of social media: connection.
I get a sense of people's daily lives and how they're actually doing, what's going on, and that's what social media was originally for.
Maybe a social media app can't solve perfectionism, but it's an indicator of this generation's priorities. For Universe Live, I'm Abby Gunderson.
After making landfall in Cuba and leaving millions without power, Hurricane Ian is now barreling towards Florida and expected to arrive in Tampa later this afternoon. Heavy rainfall and high winds are already pummeling parts of southern Florida. And while many Floridians in Ian's direct path have evacuated, those who haven't are preparing to ride out the storm. Businesses and homes are boarding up, and thousands of utility workers are standing by to address power outages for what Governor DeSantis has called a historic storm. Meanwhile, over in Utah, we have some precipitation of our own. The northern half, you'll notice, has got some rain clouds just forming and probably going to dump some rain on us as the week goes on. Southern Utah is experiencing a bit of an upward flow from around the Las Vegas area. If we take a look at the 5-day forecast for the southern half of the state in a second here, we'll also be able to see that in St. George right now, it's got a high of 90 and a low of 66, and that's reflecting across the southern half of the state too. The northern half, we have some pretty straightforward temperatures, about highs of the mid to upper 80s with lows dropping into the 50s at night, starting to cool off just a little bit. Moving into the aforementioned 5-day forecast in southern Utah, they're expecting to get some partial rain cover today, but it's looking like it's going to be a rest of the week is really clear. The same, unfortunately, can't be said for northern Utah as well. Chance of rain today with an even another chance of thunderstorms for tomorrow. Partly cloudy for the weekend and smoothing into what will hopefully be a sunnier Sunday. So, for the time being, looking like we're going to be having some wet weather coming up, but hopefully clearing up soon.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live. Have a great day.